many times in nowadays world is that you are not here. You cannot just be alone with yourself. Either you're drifting off into the past about what everything went wrong in the past, or you're drifting off into what you still want to see and have in the future. So this projection either into the future or the memories into the past. Both of these things is what makes you suffer.
Shi Heng Yi explains that when you are alone, there is nothing left to distract you from your own thoughts. The worries, regrets, fears, and unanswered questions that are usually buried beneath endless activity suddenly become visible. Instead of sitting with these emotions, many people choose to escape them through social media, entertainment, work, or constant conversations. He often says that solitude is a mirror. When you are by yourself, you begin to see your true state of mind. If your mind is restless, loneliness feels painful. If your mind is peaceful, being alone becomes a source of strength. The problem is not being alone, it is the relationship you have with your own mind.
We can sit right now over here and think about what happened last week, and then maybe it makes us angry. Or we can sit right now here and we look into next week. Oh no, financial department's gonna come. Yeah, and also makes you suffer again.
Many people lose the ability to simply sit, breathe, and observe their thoughts without immediately seeking another distraction. Shi Heng Yi teaches that learning to be alone is a skill, just like building physical strength.
The mind, or what we refer as the mind, is something very, very powerful. It's something very intelligent. It is something very, very powerful. Because it is so powerful, it is also that element about you which can make you suffer a lot, or which can make you flourish also a lot. It's the same mind that created the atom bomb, and it is the same mind that created all the technological developments that we have nowadays. So we can create something with the mind, or we can destroy something with the mind. We can use the mind to really use it and benefit our well-being, but we can also use the mind to destroy our well-being.
The discomfort you feel today is often the doorway to tomorrow's wisdom. The person you cannot bear to be alone with is the very person you must learn to understand. Once you become your own friend, solitude transforms from loneliness into freedom, and peace no longer depends on the outside world, it begins within.
Left leg. Yeah. First I shift slightly on the one side. Put my weight here. Then the left leg. Can turn out. Move back here. Then turn back to the center. Same. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah, forget about the arm movement. Yeah, focus more on the legs. Okay, from here. 1, 2. Back first, leg out, then goes the arm. Yes, from here, back to Mabu, then Gongbu. Back to Mabu and Gongbu.
This exercise strengthens the legs, lower back, and core without visible movement.
Back to Mabu and Gongbu. So, the last 3 days we spent quite some time, well, 60 minutes every morning, to strengthen our legs. And we were using therefore 2 postures, very famous, very well known postures that are used very often in the Shaolin Kung Fu, which is one, the Mabu, the horse stance, and second, the Gongbu, the arrow stance, or the bow and arrow stance, where in ancient times you were shooting the bow. So we practice them separately, and now it's about combining them. So first we go into Mabu. From Mabu go into Gongbu. Back. And 1.
These exercises restore mobility to joints, lubricate connective tissue, and release stored tension. The spine becomes more flexible, which improves nerve communication and posture.
4. Center. 5. Center. 6. Center. 7. Center. 8. Center. 9. Center. 10. Center. 1. Center. 2. Center. 3. Center. 4 more. 4. Center. 5. Center. 6. Center. 7. Center. And 8. Center. Okay. And relax the legs. So, a Shaolin saying is, first you learn how to stand, then you learn how to walk, then you learn how to run, then you learn how to jump, then you learn how to fly. So, we're in the very beginning right now, learning how to stand, which is, for example, practicing your posture, the mechanical posture, the alignment of the skeleton. We need to learn for each separate position, each separate posture. Now, after standing, now we cannot just in this world stand around. You need to walk. But what actually means walking? It is the connection between two standing postures. Doesn't matter how those standing postures are looking. The walking happens in between. So that means walking in that sense is everything that happens in between the standing. And so this is where we are also placing our attention on. How do I effectively make those transitions? The transitions from one posture to the next. So continue again. Ma Bu Gong Bu transition 18 times, a little bit more slow, so you have more time to really go inside yourself, yeah, and observe yourself. Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
This movement symbolizes welcoming the energy of the universe and releasing tension.
5, 6, 7, back, 8, 9, back.
Shi Heng Yi connects this to mental resilience. He teaches that mental strength is built by expanding your awareness, just as your body stretches toward the ground.
Back. 12. Back. 13. Back. 14. Back. 15. Back. 16. Back. 17. Back. One more. Yeah. And back to center. Okay. Very heavy on the legs again. Jumping, bring lightness inside.
This jumping movement is about inner harmony, learning to balance opposites, stress and calm, effort and surrender.